Now I put my piece of wood on the Shapeoko and I'm just gonna measure the size of the wood. So this one is 98 centimeters, 98.5 centimeters by 33.4, and the height is 2 centimeters. Let's put that into the program. So we put in the width, which was 997. No, sorry, 987. And then we have 34, and the thickness was 200, or actually 20 millimeters, so 2 centimeters. And then we put the right one, it's already on Shapeoko 4. Retract height is fine, 2 millimeters. I don't have anything sticking up. And I'm using millimeters, starting at lower lift. So I'm going to be doing the monogrammed Stepstool. I don't know if I'm going to monogram it, but I'm going to use this design from Bucknut, and I'll leave a link in the description. It's on Cut Rocket from Carbide. But yeah, this is the one I'm going to cut. Now, when you import a project like this, it's important that you define again the board that you just put, because it comes with those settings that the creator has put. So I'm going to change it again to millimeters, and it's a Shapeoko 4. We had width 987 millimeters, and then we had 334 millimeters height, and thickness was 20 millimeters. So we can see how much it actually fills up on our piece of wood. So it looks like I could cut out everything. I still have plenty of space on my piece of wood to do the legs also. So I'll add them later. So the person who designed this, his board was actually a little over 19 millimeters. So if you take a look on his tool pads, you can actually see that that's what he's doing. He's putting 19 and 0.15 millimeters. So my board is 20 millimeters. So obviously I still have a millimeter left. I'm going to leave it for now. You can always complete that later, and then I don't have to put the tabs to make the piece stick to the piece of wood. So for now, I'm just going to leave that millimeter and see how it goes. So what I need to do now is obviously zero the machine. I've done a video on the subject, how you do that when you have the bit setter, and I do it together with the bit zero, obviously. So I'm going to do the homing, and I'll put a link in the description also how to do that properly. But essentially you need to do two kinds of homings. You need to do the corner homing, and then you need to do the Z homing, so you don't go too deep. For this project, I'm going to be using the Nomad Tools 201, and right now I have the V-cutter on, so I'm just going to do that swap. The software is telling me to do the tool change, and I'm going to do that now. Now that I'm done changing the tool, I'm going to click resume. And that's it. Now here looks like it's gonna do the Z, but for some reason it doesn't register the Z in this probe. So I have to do the Z one more time. That's the Z probe. When I'm happy with the design and I've done the toolpath as I want them, I just save the G-code. And I go over to Carbide Motion, load up the file, about 24 minutes, click Start Job, and it's ready to roll. So first, now I've got my router connected to my vacuum cleaner, so when I turn that thing on, the router turns on. So don't forget to put your dust collection on, and don't forget to turn on the router before you start the program, because otherwise you're going to damage the machine. So, as you can see, as I explained before also, I basically started the cut and I put the design a little too far to the right. So basically the whole router, it hit the end stop, and yeah, you see what happens. It basically offsets the whole jig. I decided to continue to do the second leg. And as you can see, it's still overpassed, but I'm gonna run this through a planer anyways, and it doesn't seem like I took too much on the first layer here. So one leg should be fine, and I'm gonna put a new board to make the other leg. I've planed it a few times and now I'm going to sand it, and yeah, it's starting to take shape. So here's all the pieces, and while I was kind of trying to fit all the parts, I managed to break this part, so I glued it and we'll continue soon.